look stupid with my hood up. I'm trying to hide these double chins, man. You know what? Embrace the chins, innit? It is rest day. For me, this is torture day. Missing the gym is just really difficult for me. It just sets my day up. It sets my mind up. I need those endorphins in the morning. Sort of segues into a video I've been wanting to make for a while, and I've made this video multiple times and then deleted it. I really want it to be perfect. It's not a video I'm going to be entirely comfortable making because I'm not very good at disclosing personal things about myself, but I think I have to just sort of add in some first-hand experience as to why this topic is so important. So without further ado, the topic I want to discuss is anxiety. In terms of the gym, I genuinely believe the gym or some form of exercise, some sort of club, a sport, an activity that you enjoy, a hobby, is one of the best ways to combat the symptoms that mental health can give you. You can let your anxiousness and your apprehension about doing something get in the way of doing something you enjoy and that's good for you. To put some context into that, many years ago, I was very overweight. I was very unhealthy. I had absolutely no idea about nutrition, and I was probably doing less than like 500 steps a day. I've got, well, I'll just be honest. It's going to be really annoying to talk about, but yeah, I'm diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder and social anxiety disorder. There's 4 different types of anxiety, and I have 2 of them. Woo! I'm collecting them up. At its peak, at its worst, I was agoraphobic. I wouldn't leave my room. I wouldn't leave the house. I wouldn't do anything. And I've had medication. I've had all the way from antipsychotics to antidepressants to mood stabilizers, and none of them have really worked. They didn't work back then because it was too extreme. I was too far gone. I needed a lot of extra help, which was getting out and talking to people and being comfortable in a social environment. The events of me moving out of mum's and etc led me to live inside a homeless foyer for 16 to 24 year olds. Then I was just stuck with feeling so insecure about myself. I did lose a lot of weight because when I was before I moved into the foyer, I was in this well, basically homeless, and I was too anxious to go to the shop and buy food. So I would visit my mum and my brother every 3 days, every 3 to 4 days, and that's when I would eat. And then it became OCD, which is another symptom of anxiety that manifested into obsessively only eating every 3 days. So even when I moved into the foyer, I would only eat every 3 days. And those who are watching this that lived with me in the foyer will remember that. Obviously, when you do that, you're going to lose a lot of weight. So I lost a lot of weight quickly. I was loving the side effects of that OCD because I was losing weight. The weight loss is actually what made me feel better about myself. Now, I do not recommend in the slightest eating every 3 days. It got to the point once when I was so I was living in the B&B, and I was on the top floor, and it's 2 or 3 flights of stairs, and they were quite steep. Once we're 4 days without eating, and on that 4th day I thought I was going to have a heart attack walking up those stairs. Like, my chest was pulsing. It's really not healthy to do that to your body. Just want to put that disclaimer in there. But it did work. I did lose weight. That helped my mental health more than any medication did, more than any appointments with psychiatric nurses did, more than anything was that little bit of weight loss and that made and socializing. That helped me more. I was living in the foyer, and they were thinking about having a home gym, a gym within the foyer. So I still had anxiety disorder. I couldn't leave the foyer without being anxious. I couldn't go to Tesco's. I couldn't go to town. So having a home gym, it was literally right next to my flat as well, was perfect for me. It introduced me to the gym. The more my body changed and the more I was lifting weights and sort of taking, not my anger, but it's more like it's a weird form of therapy. I got really obsessed with it. And I would just be in there all the time. And I wanted to wake up early and get in there because I wanted to be in there by myself. I didn't really want the distraction of people being there. It forced me into getting up earlier and going to bed earlier because I didn't like waking up super tired. When you're in the gym, you want to progress. It's like anything. It's like any sport. You want to be good at it. So to be good at it, you need your nutrition to be on point. And that's what I was learning. So I was obviously watching now these YouTubers and influencers, and they're saying like, you need your nutrition to be good. Now, not only am I exercising, I'm getting more steps, I'm getting more, my heart rate's increased, I'm actually lifting some weights. I was now learning how to eat properly and eating healthier and making sure I was learning about calories, nutrition, macronutrients, micronutrients, and all this. And then it got to the point where I had to leave the foyer. You can only stay there for 2 years. Still, even though I was driving to Truro every day and working, even though I was going to all these places with my girlfriend, going to town, I overcome all of that, I was still really anxious to join a proper gym. Really anxious. So I took a month off training, which I felt horrible. I went back to feeling really anxious about how I looked and felt like crap and not motivated. And I was like, I just need to get back into a gym. So I wanted to join the leisure centre gym because one day in the coach house, we had an instructor from the leisure centre come down and he did like a session with us. For the first few weeks, I would just sit in the car park. I would drive up to the leisure centre and just, I parked specifically in a place where you could see into the gym through the windows. That sounds really stalkery, doesn't it? That sounds like really weird. So I would just try and get a look to see what it looked like in there, to see the sort of people in there, and just see if I could do anything to find something that made my anxiety a little bit less intense. In the end, I just went for it. I had the induction, it went well, and I joined the leisure centre, and then bam, everything was great. Once I'm in the environment of the gym, that's when I'm the most calm all day. That's the message I want to get to people, is all that 10-minute plus rambling was just to get the message that the gym will help you. It's not something you need to be anxious about. There is no reason. I've never had a reason to be anxious of the gym, ever. It is literally the best thing that's happened to me for my mental health. And it's so annoying that for years I didn't join because of my mental health. My mental health state was stopping me joining a gym that would help my mental health. You know what I mean? It's crazy. And if you just think about it like that, it's like, if you just go for it and you'll love it. I just wanted to get that message out there and give something for people to relate with. So many people suffer with anxiety. I put a post on the other day on Instagram, and so many people suffer with it. It's like unbelievable how many people suffer with it. I want to start a business. What I want to do is have mental health and the gym linked. I want to be the in-between. I've been there and done it, and I completely empathize with everyone. I don't really know how I'm going to design the business yet, but that's what I want to do. I want to be the bridge. I don't just want to have that as the whole center of the business. I want that to be a part of the business, though, where I can be a bridge for people who are anxious about the gym and stuff, and meet me, and then I can help get you into it, and then sort of like let you go into the wild once you're ready. I've ranted for 16 minutes, so I don't know how much of this I'm going to keep in, whether I'm going to make this a different video or not. Basically just wanted to vent that out there, but thanks for listening. I feel like I could have done a better job, but anyway, peace.